Good morning, you guys. Happy Monday. My desk is still in the location that I put it in during the last video. I'm still really enjoying this location. It's nice, especially on these really cloudy days, to come sit and get a little bit more sunlight than I would if my desk was still back there. I am currently off to a great start for the day. I posted and promoted the new YouTube video that went live this morning. I took my YouTube statistics, which I try to do every week just to gauge how my channel is growing. I did a short Fiverr order, and then I just made breakfast on top of checking off a couple little things on my to-do list for the day. I also woke up before my alarm today, which was fantastic. I do have a sunrise alarm, and I will link one down in the description box below. That's a little bit more reasonably priced, but I think I woke up before my alarm went off because of the sunrise feature on it, which I use every day, but I turned up the brightness last night so that hopefully I would be able to get up easier today, and I did. I woke up before my alarm actually went off because the sunrise thing happens for 30 minutes before your alarm, and I've been using a sunrise alarm since high school, and such a game changer. I cannot wake up now if my room is not bright because of a sunrise alarm. There are a couple things on my to-do list today. A couple of them are relatively small. I would like to film a YouTube video depending on lighting because lighting is kind of weird. This is fine right now, but like it's definitely cloudy out. And then I have some freelancing work I want to get done, both a Fiverr order and something else that's freelancing, and I would like to edit a chapter on top of a couple of the smaller things that I mentioned earlier. I am just having breakfast. I'm going to sit down and probably work on editing a YouTube video while I drink this, and then get started on my first workout of the day. I'm doing 2 workouts a day as a part of 75 Hard. I'm currently on day 25, which means I'm a third of the way done, which is crazy, or as a part of 75 Hard-ish, which I explained in the video that went up today. This is kind of a fun angle. I did want to jump back on before I, have breakfast and then go work out, but I saw an Instagram post today that had the quote, "My future over my past," and that's kind of the motto that I'm taking into this week. My future over my past. Okay, I'm still not at the gym, but as I was working on editing a YouTube video and having breakfast, I did just back up my writing. So this is your friendly reminder to back up your work because you don't want to lose anything. Finished up my workout and I put on makeup and stuff to get ready to film a video, and then I just looked at the weather and it's gonna start raining, and so it is currently like rather dark outside. You can't really tell from that, but even as I'm walking over here, this is not ideal filming lighting, and so I really don't think that filming a video right this second is a good idea. So hopefully the rain lightens up so that I can actually film something. All right, the lighting finally got a little bit better, so I'm gonna sit down and try and film this video really fast, trying to capitalize on the slightly cloudy situation happening. Filming was a success. As you can tell from this lighting, the lighting has since gotten worse again, so I'm glad I got that done when I did. I feel like I've gotten a lot of YouTube work done today, which is great because of the things that I'm currently getting paid from, I think that YouTube has the most potential upside to grow. So basically, thank you so much for watching and supporting my videos. Really appreciate you, because when I was doing the time lapse of it raining and everything, I was working on editing a YouTube video for Thursday. Even though today is Monday, I'm trying to get ahead so that theoretically it's less likely for me to fall behind. But now that I've done a bunch of YouTube editing and then I got that video filmed and then transferred over to my computer so that that can be edited at some point in the future, now I'm gonna go for a walk to get my second workout of the day done. After it was kind of cold and drizzly on my walk, I just wanted warm comfort food, so I made some ramen and chocolate chip cookies. And now after dinner, I've been watching The Office as I'm rough chopping the YouTube video that I actually filmed today, and then I just finished that up, and so I should probably get started on something else, aka one of the big 3, which is working on my own book, working on the freelancing project, or working on a Fiverr order. Well, I just completed an hour of working on the Fiverr order that I wanted to work on today. It is now just after midnight, so I'm doing really well today. I still want to do some freelancing work, and I still want to work on editing a chapter of my book. I think that's next. That's thunder in the background. It scared me a couple minutes ago because there was a really bright flash of light, and then there was, thunder afterwards, so I was like, okay, cool, but alarming. Because I was just staring at my computer for an hour, I do think that I should get up and let my eyes rest a little bit and maybe do my dishes, listen to some music, maybe even one of my writing playlists. That's a good idea. So that then when my dishes are done, I can come back to my desk, my lovely desk, and work on editing a chapter of my book. I was able to cross off a lot of the stuff and a lot of the little items on my to-do list. Not quite everything, but I also didn't need to do everything today. I was just hoping to get a lot done, and I have so far. And we are in my prime writing time, which is between 11 p.m. and 2 a.m. So let's get started. I just finished up the first pass of chapter 16. It's now 1:17 a.m. I think I'm gonna let myself off the hook for doing any work in the freelancing project tonight, and I'll just work on that tomorrow so that I can really focus on editing right now, because editing feels great, but I also love this chapter. Like, it might be one of my favorite chapters. It also has pretty much not changed since I first wrote it, and I love it when scenes do that. That being said, I did make a lot of revisions, as in 183 of them in this 2,500-ish word chapter, but because I just did the first read through and first round of edits in draft 6 of this chapter, I should stand up and do something else to give myself a little bit of distance before I come back and do the second pass. So I think I'm gonna water my plants. I'm sure this lighting is fully terrible, but here we are. It is now 2:16 a.m. and I just finished up the second pass of this chapter, which means that now chapter 16 is done as far as draft 6 goes, which means that I spent just under an hour working on this tonight. I think it was a total of 55 minutes. I did have one word I wanted to change though. Apparently towards is how Australia in the UK says it, and toward is how it's most commonly used in the United States, but I just prefer towards in most of my writing, and I feel like it's just very sentence to sentence. So I was just gonna change that back to towards because I think it sounds better. And that is one of the great keys to writing beautiful prose, is go with what sounds good. If it's really that grammatically incorrect, I'll change it later. I did hide all of my markup down to simple markup for that read through, just so it was easier for me to read without all of the red lines and all of the deletions and the additions and everything. And I think this chapter is sitting in a very, very solid state right now. I feel like my voice is starting to get tired, which definitely means that it is time to head for bed. But first things first, let's go ahead and see how much I was able to reduce this chapter by. I'm not really intentionally trying to take out words, I'm just trying to take out filler words, because this book is currently 130,000 words long and it started at 133K. And I know that the average debut fantasy novel is about 100,000 words, which is not super exciting because that means I need to cut it down by an additional 30,000 words. I'm on page 66 of 284, and I did cut down this chapter a little bit, it looks like, from 2,652 words down to 2,436 words, so I need to do that math, which is like a little under 10%, which I'm honestly not mad at, because I know that there will be chapters in the second half of this book that just need to be straight up cut. Additionally, in the 2 passes that I made editing this chapter, I made 249 revisions, including my indecision on toward and towards. I also need to write this down before I forget it, but I came up with an idea for the next chapter, which I think is going to be crucial to include just to make something make a little bit more sense. And I need to move a chapter into the space after this one because it is currently all one POV and it's a little too much of that POV right now. I did do the math. I have roughly 100,000 words left of this book to edit, but if I do that at a pace of 2,500-ish words a day, which takes me, as shown today, roughly about an hour, maybe being generous and saying an hour and a half, it will take me 40 days to finish this draft. Do I think it's exactly 40 days from today? Absolutely not. But it's good to keep in mind, and that feels like a good pace for me to be trying to move forward at like shooting for an hour or two of editing a day. I do know that there are some parts in the last half of this book that are going to need to be rewritten and potentially re-outlined and then rewritten and then edited. And so that in and of itself is going to be a very interesting process because I don't know how much of the last half of the book that's going to be necessary. But I guess we will just cross that bridge when we get to it. I hope. Sorry, future Sarah, but I can't fix your problems right now. Super short vlog for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you leave a thumbs up because it really supports my channel by telling the YouTube algorithm that you liked my video and that somebody else might too. You can also subscribe if you want to continue to see me work on editing draft 6 of this book as I slowly but surely work my way through it. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Sarah LeBrat. I'm currently posting 2 videos a week on Mondays and Thursdays, so I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Thank you.